Hi, my name is Toni Hunter, and while asking to talk about Marla Crawford, it's a very easy subject simply because we happened to meet by happenstance, and I just overheard someone talking, and they were having some of the similar problems in the public school system as I was currently having at the time with my own son. My son was in the first grade and he had recently transitioned from private school to public school. We had some issues with him adjusting. So I just was having a difficult time trying to make that transition. And the functions and the actions that my son was going through made it very difficult for him to even understand what was going on. Dr. Crawford really sets up the space for you to be upfront with her and just let everything go and let everything transfer it over to her hands. If I want to say the one thing that really helped me with, having the relationship with Dr. Crawford and Elite Education Consulting, I basically would say that she taught me to know my rights. And that was the best part of it. She taught me a lot of the clauses and a lot of the laws and a lot of the rights that were given to parents. Mainly, I just understand about this that most of us don't know what rights we have as a parent for our children's education. So, long story short, she came in and she just got an assessment of what was going on. And the whole situation was based on we were geographically relocating and it was unexpected. So I found myself in a situation of homelessness, which can be a very daunting and emotional journey. Dr. Crawford took the reins and basically taught me that there was nothing really that was my fault and that these circumstances were based on race and classism and economic hardship. She taught me that all of this was, designed to make it difficult for children of color to transition or go through the public school system. She taught me about the school to prison pipeline. I have a educational background on Africana studies and psychology and the psychology of how we deal with these things within the boundaries of, our economic standing. So what I will say is even outside of that, with that education, she gave me the tools to really be able to understand and to marry those two philosophies and really use what I knew to help me out of the situation. My son was transitioned from private school to public school, and it was a big issue because I didn't know about McKinney-Vento. She taught me about McKinney-Vento. She taught us that the certain rights that we had if we're having temporary housing. The school had a problem with our temporary housing being outside of the county location. Therefore, they wanted to expel my son from school on those standards. We had stayed in hotels. They wanted to not really reveal to me the McKinney-Vento clauses that allowed us to stay in the school. So after meeting Dr. Crawford, she really made that transition seamless. And she also highlighted the laws that were there to protect us, that the school system really wasn't upfront and forward with letting us know. So if I want to say anything, I want to say that within the hardship that my son and I had at the time, she just empowered us. She empowered us with knowledge about the laws, and she empowered us about the station in life that we were presently in. Needless to say, that's a long time, some time ago, several years ago, and now I think back to that time, and I will say Dr. Crawford was our saving grace. So, elite consulting is exactly what it is. It's elite, and I would suggest it for anyone.